5-hour energy. I'm a little late, but I already let my boss know that I was running late. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. And it's hot. It's 40 hells. And it's like gloomy. I think it's gonna rain. Well, obviously. Which means it's like muggy outside, which sucks. But I uploaded a TikTok yesterday and filmed, well, I gotta finish filming it, but anyways, I'm so exhausted. I did not sleep worth a shit last night. So much went on. It was a total shit show. But anyways, I'm running on like 2.5, 3 hours of sleep. I'm so fucking tired, guys. It's unreal. So I literally just stopped at the gas station and got a 5-hour energy and a Monster because that is the only way I'm going to pull through this shift tonight. They were saying in the chat, in the work chat, that it's going to be like a late night. They want us to do all these extra things because they did like this inspection and like all of this new stuff has to be done and like added to our checklist. Guys, the job that I have is like so much already. So to add more to it is just like, are you kidding me? But on a side note, I hadn't received like my 401k and retirement packet in the mail, and I was going to talk to my boss about it actually today if I didn't receive it, because somebody who started after I did had already received their benefit packet, and I was like, what the fuck, I haven't received mine. Well, I received it, and I don't understand any of it. I literally had to call my mom and like ask her, like she had to help me fill out all of it. I don't understand that shit. But in other news, you want to hear the gag? I found out the year that I'm supposed to retire, and this just put like so much into perspective for me, because bitch, I'm not supposed to retire until 2055. Are you fucking kidding me? Bitch, that is crazy. And not only that, but I mean, you can't cash out your 401k like before that year or whatever, but you would have like, you'd be penalized like a percentage of it. So you have to wait until, I'll have to wait until 2055 to cash out my fucking money. So for those of you who watch this and you're younger than me, like you're not in your 30s, like, Jesus, that's just so crazy. Like, for it to be put into perspective like that, like 2055, are you kidding me? That's crazy. Also, I've been working on pulling a bunch of like information for my Johnny Depp Amber Heard video, and I was doing some research while I had some time last night. And you guys, have you all Googled Amber Heard's net worth? Because if you have not Googled it, that shit is so cringe, you guys. Like I said, I was just like getting some more stuff just to like finalize like what all I'm gonna put in the video. And part of what I wanted to put in the video was like her net worth, like beginning net worth and after the trial. If you aren't updated, this is going to be full of like spoilers, so I would click out of this live. But Johnny Depp won his defamation lawsuit against Amber Heard. Duh. Like, I think we all seen that coming. I mean, Jesus. Like, also, side note, this is just off on a separate tangent. Have you all seen the TikTok of where it's like, where she went on Stand and was like, I was sitting on the couch. We were, or no, she was like, we were sitting on the couch. I was sitting on the edge of the couch. I was laying on the rug thinking about how I'd just been assaulted. I'm like, bitch, you literally just could not get that together. Like, you literally just lied, like, through your teeth. But anyways, her net worth now is negative $6 million. Negative $6 million. So she was worth like $21 million before they, you know, she lost the case and owes Johnny Depp $15 million, which I'm going to give my full thoughts on that in my video. I think it's bullshit. I don't think it's right that he only got $15 million, because if you do the research alone of what Johnny Depp makes per year, well, what we really need to count is everything that he did for Warner Brothers, because and Disney, because Warner Brothers and Disney both dropped Johnny Depp after all of these claims came out. So if you go and look at what Johnny Depp was making per movie on Pirates of the Caribbean at the end of the career, he was making like $60 million almost. It was like $58 million per movie. So the fact that he only got $15 million when he was asking for 50, so basically he was asking for the amount of money of one movie, not to mention all the money that he spent putting her up and putting her people up and all this shit. Like, I mean, at the end of the day, he was heard, and that's the important thing. I think that's the most important part, is that Johnny Depp's voice was heard, because I think sometimes we forget that this shit isn't always true. Like, there are some really nasty women out there and men who come out and make these claims that are false. So at the end of the day, it is awesome that his voice was heard and that he won his suit. But, however, I still wish he would have gotten what he asked for, because at the end of the day, he was only asking for what the man made, like, for one movie. And I mean, he lost out on several opportunities. And I also want to talk about in the video, because Johnny Depp said that, you know, even after he wins this case, because he knew that he was going to win, he knew that he never abused Amber Heard. He did say, you know, once I win this case, if Warner Brothers or Disney come to me and they want me back, they want me to be in the next Pirates of the Caribbean, I will not work with Warner Brothers or Disney ever again, which I cannot blame him. I cannot blame him, because I think it was really fucked up. Oh my God. My work chat is going absolutely crazy, guys. Sorry. They didn't even listen to Johnny's side of things. Like, when all of this, oh my God, you guys, please leave me alone for a minute. I'm live. Like, they didn't even take into consideration what actually happened. Like, didn't even listen to Johnny's side of things. Like, immediately, as soon as the claims came out, they were like, nope, you're not working with us anymore. And now they look like dicks. Like, literally, as soon as everything came out, people were on Twitter, like, adding Disney and Warner Brothers, like, you guys are idiots. Like, this just goes to show that, you know, you need to take both accounts into, you know, and the thing is they had worked with Johnny for so long. For so long. And you would think that them working with him and knowing who he is and his character would have been thought about a little bit, but they were just worried about saving their own hides. And we do have to think about how it was in 2017, 2016, when all this shit initially happened. Like, it was the beginning of the Me Too movement and like the uproar of the Me Too movement. So they were just trying to save face. That's all that was. They did not care. They just didn't want people to be upset with them. And at the end of the day, it's their loss because Johnny Depp is an innocent man. It was all proven in court. He won his suit, which is amazing. But I found a lot of stuff that I'm still going to talk about. I think I'm going to break it up into maybe 3 parts. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to break it up into 3 parts. I think I'm going to do beginning, during, and after. So I'm going to talk about the beginning of Johnny Depp and Amber Heard's relationship, how they met, how quickly the tables turned and Amber started to show her true colors. I'm also going to talk about previous relationships. For example, we're going to talk about Kate Moss. You know, she was put on trial, and because one of Amber Heard's many claims was that Johnny Depp abused and pushed Kate Moss down a flight of stairs and all this shit. And Kate Moss went on stand and said that never happened. Johnny never laid a hand on me. He was nothing but a gentleman to me. Blah, 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 blah. So I want to talk about their previous relationships. And then I want to talk about during the relationship. We're just going to briefly go over and summarize all of the things that happened. We're going to talk about the penthouses. All of the, good grief. My work chat is going wild. We're going to talk about all the people that Johnny put up in the penthouses for her. We're going to talk about all the things he covered up. For example, when she threw the bottle and his finger got severed. There's literally photographs of Johnny Depp getting off of a private jet with Amber Heard, and his hand is like all bandaged up. We're going to talk about that. And then I want to talk about after being the trial and what's happened since the trial ended. So different statements that's been made via Johnny Depp on TikTok, via his, attorneys, all of the things, and what happened during the trial, like different peak moments that happened during the trial. So I'm super excited. I've been taking notes the entire time, saving articles the entire time, but this video is going to be a little bit different in the sense that it's not going to be too many articles. I'm obviously going to share different clips from the actual court hearing and photos that are on the internet from their relationships previously, them together and after. But for the bigger part of this video, or series, shall we say, is going to be my thoughts and your guys' thoughts, because so many of you guys sent me emails along the way of like what your thoughts were as the trial was going on, and there are many of your guys' thoughts that are very interesting, things that I didn't even like think about. So I definitely want to talk about all of that stuff, and then I want to end the series with episode number 4, and it's going to be a live where we can literally just talk about it, and if there's any updates from now till then, we can talk about any updates that happen. But yeah, if you haven't Googled Amber Heard's net worth since the trial ended, go Google it, because that shit, I was like, you know what, good for Johnny. Good for Johnny Depp. He deserves this, because this woman literally blasted his name, made him lose deals, like huge deals that, are just insane, like millions and millions of dollars. For what? Like, at the end of the day, my biggest curiosity, because of course she's still sticking to he abused her, and she's still sticking to it. But at the end of the day, I'm very curious to know what it was really all about. Was it really all done for clout? And what are your guys' thoughts? Do you think that Amber went through all of this for genuine clout? That's hard for me to believe that someone would be willing to be ridiculed, because this woman is no longer even really being referred to as Amber Heard. It's mainly Amber Turd. Like, that's all I've heard since. you know, all of this shit started is Amber Turd, Amber Turd, Amber Turd. So, do you think that she did all of this for clout? Because at the end of the day, I highly doubt that she's going to be in the next Aquaman movie. I mean, that would be astonishing if she was. Furthermore, this has ruined any possibility of her having any big movies. I mean, honestly, if I'm being 100%, before all of this happened, I did not know who she was. And I'm not saying that as shade. I'm saying that genuinely. Like, I did not know who she was at all. I literally had to Google photos of them on the red carpet, and like, I had to educate myself on her because I did not know who she was. And along the way of educating myself, I come to realize that she has been through some relationships. Like, she's changed relationship partners like fucking underwear, and that is no exaggeration. But I'm just very curious, like, was it because she found out, because everybody said in court that she found out that Johnny was filing for divorce, and so then she ran the day prior to when Johnny was going to file the next day. She went that day and filed for divorce. So do you think that this was maybe her way of trying to get him, like, she was like, if I can't have him, nobody can, so I'm just going to ruin the man's name? I don't know. I went back and forth with so many different thoughts of why she did this to begin with in my head, like, over and over and over, like, why did she do this? Like, because she knew she was lying. And the thing about it is like, you're going to court with Johnny Depp. I mean, not that she didn't have money, of course she did, but Johnny has way more money. He's going to be able to hire these incredible attorneys who are going to be able to pull out every bit of truth that's out there. Like, she had to know that this wasn't going to work out for her. I mean, court of public opinion in 2017, during the peak of the Me Too movement, of course, court of public opinion, being everybody on the internet, was yes, we believe Amber Heard, because it was the beginning of the Me Too movement. You cannot blame anyone, even yourself, if you were in the beginning. You can't blame anyone because it was the beginning of the Me Too movement. Everybody believed everybody who came out and said, I have been sexually assaulted, or I have been assaulted, or whatever. So, what does it say? I feel like she just wanted attention. I've thought about that too, but at the same time, when you are, quote unquote, a movie star, or you are, you know, a celebrity, for her, she's in movies. Like, she saw what Warner Brothers and Disney did the second that all of this came out. They dropped Johnny Depp in a heartbeat. She had to know that the risk that she was taking was very big. Like, you're literally willing to lose your career because nobody's going to want to work with her at this point. They're all going to be terrified that she's going to make some false claim on them. So nobody's going to work with her now. Also, apparently a lot of people didn't know that she dated Elon Musk. Yes, that was a thing. And she had made claims in interviews and shit that Elon was going to testify in her defense. I wonder what happened to that. I wonder if he was like, Elon was like, shit, maybe I shouldn't do this shit. If he did testify, I didn't see the day. Maybe I should look that up and see if he ever did testify. I never like double check that, but I'm sure it would have popped up on my recommended on YouTube if he would have testified. I'm sure that would have been like a trending topic. But I've thought about if it was for attention, if it was just for clout, because you have to think, like, when she decided to do all of this, like, she knew that this was like a double-edged sword. Okay, so it could have went one or two ways. Either, you know, somehow, some way, the truth wouldn't have come out, and, you know, she would have won the suit, and that would have probably launched her career into outer space. Or this would have happened. She would have lost the defamation lawsuit. All of her lies would have come out. All of the truth would have come out. And her name has been ruined, tarnished. Why would you be willing to lose your entire career over a lie. I can understand willing to lose your career over the truth, but there's no way that there's any truth to what she said. I mean, every single thing she said was a lie. It was all pointed out in court, like all of her lie, and she told on herself for the majority of it. Like, literally almost all of it. She was just so over dramatic, not acting the way an actual victim I've ever seen behave, like at all. Very bizarre. Anyways, I'm excited to do the video, and like I said, I'm probably going to do, it's going to be a series, so there's going to be part 1, 2, and 3, before, during, and after. And then we're going to do a 4th episode, which is going to be a live like this, and we're all going to talk about the series that I do, and we're going to talk about any updates that come out since then, because her attorneys are all over the news and everything, talking about what's next and all of this shit. So I'm sure there will be, oh my gosh, that is so sad. This woman is outside. I work at a hospital. You know she was lying, because I'm pretty sure her parents was on Johnny's side. No shit. No joke. Anyways, I work at a hospital, and this lady has been out here with a bunch of baskets and her dog for like past 2 days that I've come to work. She's been out here. So, sir, I've got to turn that way too. So, this guy does this every day. Anyways, guys, I'm pulling into work. I've got to get off here. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you guys later.